Heartbreaking news. Gabby Thomas out of World Track and Field Championships due to injury. Gabby Thomas will miss the World Track and Field Championships due to an Achilles injury. Thomas, a triple gold medalist at the 2024 Paris Olympics, 200m, 4x100 meter, 4x400 meter, has dealt with an Achilles injury since May. It exacerbated in July. Worlds are September 13th to 21st in Tokyo. I understand that it will be disappointing for some track fans to hear this news, but I've finally come to the realization that it's okay to be human and take care of myself, Thomas said in a press release. As an athlete, you always want to keep grinding, but sometimes you simply can't outwork an injury. Sometimes it's about patience and making the right decision for the long term. All the best to my Team USA teammates fighting for medals in Tokyo. Thomas last raced at the Toyota USA Track and Field Outdoor Championships on August 3rd, taking third place in the 200m by 1,000th of a second over Olympic bronze medalist Brittany Brown. Thomas earned the last spot on the world team that was available at Nationals. Brown later made the world team by winning the Diamond League final last Thursday. Thomas' withdrawal means that Mackenzie Long, who was fifth at Nationals, but 2,000ths behind Thomas, made the world team. The full USA Track and Field roster for Worlds is here. The world's fastest women in the 200m in 2025 are Julian Alfred of St. Lucia, 21.71, the Olympic 100-meter gold medalist and 200-meter silver medalist, followed by Americans Melissa Jefferson Wooden, 21.84, Long, 21.93, and Thomas, 21.95. They call it heartbreaking. News painted in bold, underlined, crumpled in urgency. Gabby Thomas out of World Track and Field Championships due to injury. The words carry weight, punctuated by thwarted dreams, by a body that once soared across pavement with such ferocity it felt unstoppable. But this is far from the end of her story. The burden of brilliance. It's autumn in Tokyo, or at least, time marches toward the World Athletics Championships scheduled for September 13th to 21st, 2025. Gabby Thomas, just 28, was destined to be a luminary in those games. Her triumphs at the 2024 Paris Olympics are still burning bright in memory. 3 golden stories etched in the 200m, the 4x100m relay, and the 4x400m relay. She was, for many fans, the shimmering anchor of Team USA's track supremacy. Yet from May, a relentless shadow began creeping in. An Achilles tendon injury, whispering pain and uncertainty. By July, it had intensified, gnawing at her stride, testing her grit. Though she fought through, clinching third place at the U.S. Championships on August 3rd, barely edging out a rival by 1,000th of a second, the final verdict came with a heavy heart. She would withdraw when victory pauses. Her statement reads like a quiet anthem of humanity, not defeat. It's okay to be human. Sometimes you simply can't outwork an injury. So there she stands, on the threshold of what could have been, choosing patience and wisdom over the roar of cheers. It's the deepest kind of strength, acknowledging one's limits not as failings, but as boundaries to be respected. Empty stands, full hearts. Tokyo Stadium will pulse without her, the start line lacking her familiar set stance. The 200m will bloom with other sprinters, St. Lucia's Julian Alfred, the 2024 Olympic 100m champion and season's fastest in the 200m. Now sees her absence as an opportunity for sprinting history. Her role in relays, her fierce United States-only blade slicing the track, now passed on, her energy contained, building toward another day. Beyond the stopwatch, there's more in her story than sprints and medals. Think of a scholar sprinter, Harvard-educated, with a master's in public health and epidemiology, who balances cerebral brilliance with explosive speed. A trailblazer navigating stolen seasons and incomplete prize payouts, as reported during the tumult of Grand Slam Track's inaugural season, making injury just one part of the story's complexity. She's more than an athlete. She's a narrative of talent, education, integrity, and relentless tenacity, a promise of retain. Though the 2025 season has slipped away, the promise of 2026 glimmers. Thomas herself plans to return, not with vengeance, but with poise. In a sport where every fraction of a second defines legacy, she's choosing restoration over rush, body over bravado. Reflections. This isn't just another withdrawal. It's a lesson etched in flesh and spirit. True victory sometimes demands stepping back, Bravery isn't in ignoring pain but listening to it. Even champions, with Olympic gold around their necks, must pause. And when they do, their story doesn't stop. It deepens, tempers, evolves. The echoes of her absent footsteps will still whisper through Tokyo's air. In her absence, another sprinter will rise, not in place of her, but beside her in spirit. Epilogue. In black and white, the headlines say, heartbreaking news. But grief and grace are intertwined. Through this pause, Gabby Thomas is writing a different chapter, one of wise restraint, resilient hope, and the promise of a future finish line. And when she runs again, we'll see, not a comeback, but the continuation of something worth waiting for. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.